In this video, we're going to look at how to do hover over in the links, and we're going to also look at how to look at categories versus, say, tags. So let's start by the hover over in the links. And what I'm talking about there is right here, and we look in the blog role, and we're able to change the name of that, and I'll do that shortly. And we've got this. When I move my cursor over, I should see, let's see, a little hover over like this, and I wasn't seeing it because it wasn't clicked into here. But now I see that it says Noah's link, but the hover over says, this is Noah's awesome blog, Matt. How do we get that? Okay, well, we go into our dashboard, and I'm going to add a new link. Now I could do that here, or I could add a new link, and I should have gone in that way because that would have been faster. But in this case, I'm going to go into the dashboard and then go in that way. So I'm going to go into my links down here. And I'm going to minimize this, and I'm going to minimize that because I just want to see what I want to see. Okay, so in this case it's links. I'm going to add a new link, and I'm going to add a link to YouTube, and I'm just going to copy by pressing Control-C, or again on a Mac, it's Command-C. And I'm just going to call this YouTube because that's what it is. And I'll paste that in there, Command-V if I'm on a Mac, or Control-C on a PC. And the description. This is what's the hover. So I could say create website for videos, because that's what we know what it is. And it's going to go into the category right now, blog roll, and I'm going to say add the link. And then after this, I'm just going to test it out to see that it does actually do that hover like we saw. Okay, so I've just done that. Now I want to go in and I want to test, and I want to see that that actually has the hover over. So here we are. I've got Noah's link, and it says that. And YouTube, it should say great website for videos. So that's working. Great. Okay. So tags. We looked at tags before, and tags are basically the general idea of that blog post. But what are categories? Categories are your general idea, your whole site. And you might not even know what your categories are until you post for a while. But in this case, I might look and I might say that my categories could be about technology. My categories could be about education. My categories might be grade 6. And these are things that are going to happen over and over. And every blog post is basically fitting into that category. So I want to go in there and I want to edit the category. Okay, I'm going to minimize links because I'm not concerned about the link category at the moment. But I'm concerned about the post category. So the post categories, I'm going to create new categories. And right now, it just says uncategorized. I'm going to change the uncategorized. I'm going to actually edit it. I'm going to edit it. And here we go. Uncategorized. Instead of that, I'm going to say that this is about education. There's not going to be any parent. I'm going to update. I could put in a description here, but I'm not going to at this moment. I think you understand what education is. I'm going to add another category. I'm going to call one technology, and there we go. I'm going to add a new category. And we're noticing that by default, they're all falling into education. That's because they were all uncategorized. And now I'm going to need to go back and change some of that. I'm going to add another category. I'm going to call this one design. Okay, add a new category there. Now I need to go in and actually figure out which posts are going into which category. So I'm going to go scroll back up, look at all my posts. I see that this is uncategorized, uncategorized, uncategorized. So my first blog post, I can change that. The easiest way to do it is through the quick edit here. And right now it's under education. Since that's my first blog post, I'm going to go in, I'm going to say that that's education. But it might also be design, it might be about technology. I'm going to put that for both. Update, I can edit the other ones as well. Right in here, education, update, look at it. Now this would make more sense if it was just technology. I'm going to update that. This might work better in the future when my blog posts are actually about tech, design, and education. But right now I haven't got enough in there, so it doesn't make as much sense. I'm going to just say this is about design and education. And the reason that you're able to do this, or the reason that you will do this, is because later on when you want to see all design posts, you'll just click on that category, and then all the posts that are actually about design will show up, or all the posts that are about education will show up. It'll be easier to filter. Here we go. So now I've got categories, I've got design, education, technology. So I want to see all the posts that are about education. Here we go. And it's showing me that these posts should all be about education. So these are more general terms that encompass everything that's in your blog. Most of your posts, or all of your posts, need to fall into a certain category, whereas tags might be much more specific about that post.